Welcome to Finally Got Fit, Real Talk with Moose, the podcast where we ditch the gimmicks and get real about getting healthy again. This isn't about chasing six-packs or punishing workouts. It's about creating a better routine. Fuel, move, recover, repeat. That's how you finally get fit and actually stay that way. Hey, it's Mike or Moose, whatever you prefer. Either way, welcome back to the Finally Got Fit podcast. Last episode, I shared my story, how I went from being stuck, sluggish, and carrying way too much weight to finally getting fit again by building a routine I could actually stick to. Today, I'm walking you through the rhythm that made all the difference. Fuel, move, recover, repeat. It's not a program, not a 30-day challenge. It's a rhythm. A routine I built from scratch that still anchors my day every day. In this episode, we'll stay high level, and over the next 4 episodes, we'll break down each one in more detail. Let's start with fuel, because if you're putting junk in, you're going to get junk out. At my heaviest, I ate whatever I wanted, whenever I wanted, with zero regard for how it affected me. Now, I have too much respect for my body, and honestly, it's hard to fathom how I ever ate the way I did. That shift happened when I started asking a simple question before every bite. Is this going to fuel my body or fight it? These days, I train fasted in the morning, and when I finally eat, my first meal is dialed in. Duck eggs, grass-fed butter, ground beef, and Redmond real salt. It's simple, nutrient-dense, and it gets the job done. By the way, I eat duck eggs because they're more nutrient-dense than chicken eggs, and they're readily available here in Thailand for just a little more. In the US, they're harder to find. And when you do, they're way more expensive. So I switched to chicken eggs, but instead of 5, I usually eat 6 or 7. That one meal powers me through hours of work, training, and walking. No crashes, no cravings, just clean energy. Fueling well isn't about being perfect. It's about being consistent with real food that supports you and choosing meals that move you forward. Next up, move. And I'll be honest, this used to be the part I overdid. I was weight training almost every day and spending more than an hour a day on the treadmill. If I slipped up with food, I'd double down in the gym. If I missed a session, I'd try to make up for it with more intensity. But that all or nothing mindset didn't work. It just left me burned out, inflamed, and constantly starting over. The shift came when I realized something simple. Your body wasn't meant to sit all day, scroll all night, and collapse into bed. It was meant to move, with purpose, with variation, and with consistency. So now I walk every morning before my first meal. I strength train a few times a week. I stretch, and I've started adding focused mobility work into my routine. Movement doesn't have to be extreme, but it does have to be regular. The goal isn't to burn calories, it's to build momentum. Then comes recover, the most overlooked part of the process. When I wasn't seeing progress in the past, I thought the solution was to train harder or restrict more. What I didn't realize was that my recovery was trash. I wasn't sleeping. I was on my phone at midnight. I didn't have any kind of wind-down routine, and honestly, I didn't think rest mattered until I hit the wall over and over again. Now I treat recovery like training. My evenings are intentional. Lights get dimmed, blue blockers go on, and I keep a consistent bedtime, or at least do my best to. My room is cold, dark, and quiet, and I protect that setup like it matters, because it does. I also recover throughout the day. Walking counts, sunlight counts, stillness counts. And I'm hoping to add regular sauna and cold plunge into my routine soon, because those tools, when used right, can make a real difference. Recovery isn't the reward, it's the requirement. And finally, repeat. This is the part that makes everything else stick. I didn't get here because I found a magic plan. I got here because I created good habits and got rid of the ones that were holding me back. I fueled with real food. I moved my body every day. I started prioritizing sleep and rest. And then I just kept doing it. But here's the key. When I miss a workout, or don't walk as much as I usually do, or even eat way off plan, I don't punish myself. I don't spiral. I just make sure to get back on track the next day. Repeat all the good habits again. Because results don't come from being perfect. They come from repeating what works, even when life throws you off for a day or two. Fuel, move, recover, repeat. Then do it again tomorrow. So that's the foundation, the 4-part routine that changed everything for me. Not just physically, but mentally and emotionally. Because when you build rhythm into your day, you stop making decisions from stress and start making them from strength. Next episode, we'll dive deeper into fuel, how to simplify it, how to avoid the food noise, and how to eat in a way that actually supports your goals. If something in this hit home, share it with someone who needs to hear it. Follow the podcast, leave a quick review, or shoot me a message. I always love hearing how people are applying this. That's it for today. From Mike or Moose, however you know me. Fuel, move, recover, repeat. I'll see you next week.